Okay guys, we thought we would show you our grocery haul for the week, and this time we're going to do Woolworths. Let's go in.
Yeah, so what are we getting?
I don't know, you got the list.
We have a list. We're doing some cooking on the weekend, some
recipe testing,
so
and also stuff for the week.
Yeah.
We don't need a lot of protein because we've got quite a bit in the freezer from Mount Moriac. I'm going to use some of that.
Yeah.
But we've got bits and pieces we need to get, so we'll go in. Okay guys, this is one of our favourite cheeses. If you've watched any of our other videos before, we've probably mentioned it. We like to buy this big lot and cut it up and put it in the freezer, and it's 20 bucks and it lasts us quite a few meals.
We love this Mersey Valley cheese. There's a few different flavours. There's like a peppercorn, there's a pickled onion, there's a ploughman's one. Whenever they're on special, so they're on special for $5 this week, we always grab a couple of packs to have in the fridge. Couple of other of our favourite cheese options. This is delicious. It's like a herb and garlic cream cheese, perfect, like rolled up with some ham slices or smoked salmon. Really good, quick and easy lunch. And this we first found at Aldi, I think, but we just spotted it at Woolworths today. This is delicious. It's really like kind of a soft and creamy cheese with a nice jalapeno flavour. There's also a bacon one. I'm not a big fan of that one, but very popular too. Onto the important things, chocolate. This seems like a good option because it says no added sugar, but it's sweetened with maltitol, and it's still like, this one, the milk one is 13 grams of carbs per serve. There's 4 serves in that.
So that's like maybe 3 squares or something? 2 or 3 squares?
Yeah, well what do you reckon? There's probably 4 things, so 2 squares. So I mean that whole block is over 50 grams of carbs, so it's
not worth it.
And the maltitol is, you know, has a
not going to go well on your stomach.
Yeah, and it can even like affect your blood sugar. So Lindt no sugar, not a good option.
Lindt dark chocolate.
This is what we get. So it's taken us a while to work up to 90%. So just perhaps don't go straight to 90% off the bat, because it is very, like, it's really strong, and you can't eat much more
than 1 or 2 squares.
Yeah, 1 or 2 squares at a time. For 2 squares it's 2.8 grams of carbs, and it's just sweetened with sugar. It doesn't have any sweetener in it. And sometimes it's not very sweet at all, but it's really chocolatey. Sometimes
it's better to have that little bit of sugar than that crap, right?
Yeah, exactly, that's right.
Okay, this is another one that we like to go to from time to time. It's probably not the best ingredients. It has things like soy lecithin. It uses erythritol to sweeten it. There's some milk solids, but it's good, and I think stevia as well, yeah. So, but it's good when you want milk chocolate.
And there's quite a few different flavours.
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
I like this one, and I
like the coconut. Yeah, I think the coconut's probably my favourite.
Great if you've got a craving,
and if you're not a dark chocolate person.
Yeah, but we have really changed our taste buds, and we are preferring the dark chocolate now. So the great thing that's starting to happen is better and better low carb options in mainstream supermarkets. These are one of the new things that are being started to pop up in supermarkets. These are great. They're just cheese, very small packet, easy to polish off the whole packet.
And it's in the cracker, like the savoury cracker
and
section.
you've got to look for them because
Yeah.
they're only in a tiny little section, but keep your eyes peeled and they're worth it.
Guess what? We finally found these. We have been looking out for these. You can only get them at Woolworths in Australia at the moment, but these are an awesome option. So they are just made of seeds. This one was 0.2 grams per serve. This one's 0.6.
Nice.
So these are an awesome option. Just remember that's net carbs, because in Australia the packages already show net carbs.
But this is another instance where the low carb food is filtering into the
Never
regular
used to be a cracker
supermarkets.
option. Now
2
we have
years
the
ago,
cheese ones and these.
when we
So that's
started, there wasn't this stuff around. So this is awesome for low carb.
So these are a good option that we use in place of pasta if we don't want to have zucchini noodles. They have a slightly different texture, so it's not like eating regular pasta, but they don't really have a strong flavour. So as long as you put a nice sauce on them, if you haven't had pasta for a while, they taste pretty good.
Yeah, they do.
This is the coconut milk that we prefer to buy. This one is just coconut, kernel extract and water. So it's a good idea just to check the ingredients, because some of them do have thickeners and gums and stuff in them that can, depending on how sensitive your stomach is, but it's good to know this one just has
Coconut.
just coconut in it and it's delicious.
Okay, another find is this buffalo wing sauce. We do use this occasionally just to add some flavour, to make a wing dipping sauce or something like that.
You can marinate wings in it as well.
The ingredients are okay. They do use vegetable oils. It's really hard to avoid that. The other thing is all the mayos are going to use vegetable oils, and you've got to watch out for sugar in those as well. So we prefer to make our own or get the ones from Primal Kitchens that you cannot buy in the supermarket.
But they're made with avocado oil. There isn't one you can buy in the supermarket in Australia at the moment.
No, that's right.
So the Noshu people, which means no sugar, which I only just found out.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
But they have these cakes, which are awesome, but they're kind of not really keto friendly. They're quite like that. What is it? 18 grams of carbs for one slice. So I mean, it's awesome for like a quick and easy option for a kids party or something like that. But you
Or a
want
birthday or something.
Yeah, it's not probably not something you want to have all the time. These, on the other hand, which they've just come out with, 4.8 grams per brownie. So these are a really good option. They've said here made with sunflower oil. I wouldn't be using that. I'd be using good old butter instead. But yeah, great option. So we don't really have almond flour in Australia, which you might see in some recipes, but we do have this almond meal. It might be slightly coarser, but it's perfectly good. We always look for this one that doesn't have the skins on, because it is much finer. And I think I even heard someone say you could like blitz it up in the blender if you wanted it to be a bit finer, but this is pretty fine, and this is what we use in our baking.
A lot of our tomato-based sauces and things, we like to use passata. It's just tomatoes and water.
It's like a tomato puree, yeah.
I think there's, oh no, not even water, so tomato and an acidity regulator. So this is passata. Apparently the Americans don't get it as easily as
we have
do.
the whole
We get a
passata
whole
section
bunch in Australia, easily at our regular supermarkets.
and we just go through them all and pick the one that has the lowest carb count, right?
This one had 5 and
Per 100 grams or 100 mils, right?
per 100 grams, yeah, and this one had 4, so we just choose this one. It might just be a little bit more watered down or something. I don't know how you get any
Well, I think it's to do with the tomatoes they use as well.
Fair enough.
Okay, this is where I've seen people get caught out buying their sweeteners at the supermarket, because these look very similar and it says stevia and raw and all of those things. This one is raw sugar. It's 99 grams of carbs per 100 grams.
That's so
We don't
deceiving.
want that one. This is the one that you want. So it's sweet, like it's just a sweetener, and it's stevia and erythritol if you look at the ingredients. Just be aware with this one, it's twice as sweet as sugar. So if you're substituting it in for sugar, you only want to use half the amount. So if it's a cup of sugar, you only want to use half a cup of this. Otherwise it'll be super sweet.
Funny story, we were baking with our niece and she had been just using it the same as regular, like as our
going, oh, keto baking's great, everything's so sweet.
So she learned that while she was down anyway.
But we usually prefer the sucrin products because we just find they have the least amount of aftertaste or anything like that. You can only buy them online, but in a pinch this is a good option. Just it makes it a bit tricky with if it's like a recipe where you need bulk, because you're only using half of the amount. That's all you need to think about.
This is when you know keto's taken over, when there's no Kerrygold butter. We've actually always preferred this one, Westgold, and it wasn't available for ages, and they've just brought it back and like doubled the price of it. It was a lot cheaper than that before, right?
Yeah.
But this is our preferred one over Kerrygold.
Okay, so there's a lot of talk in the keto sphere about heavy whipping cream. Well, we don't really have that in Australia, but this is what I would use in place of heavy whipping cream in any recipe. So it's just pure cream. It doesn't have any thickeners or anything in it. And this is what I like to have in like a couple of tablespoons in my cup of coffee. But this is an awesome option that we have in Australia that they don't have in America, which is double cream. So it's really thick, spoonable cream, really nice with berries. So per 100 grams, this is 56 grams of fat. So it's more like butter than cream, really. But it's still, a spoon of this on some berries is really delicious.
And we prefer the pure cream over the thickened cream because the thickened cream has thickeners in it. Pure cream is just cream. So if you want to go cleaner, go for the pure cream.
And it's got, I like the consistency of it better because it's much thinner, more like milk than the other one. The thickened cream's really thick. This is one of my favourite things. You can only get it at Woolworths.
Our new favourite,
Jalapeno cheese slices. It's like a Colby cheese, and now they have a grated option as well. This is so yummy, and this on a burger, perfect.
Slices don't last long in our fridge. Okay, this is our preferred bacon. Now it's really hard to find bacon that doesn't have some sugar in it because it's cured in salt and sugar. This one, it's 2.8 per 100 grams, but we like the flavour of this, we like the smokiness of this.
And you can get it nice and crispy.
We like the value pack. Just be aware they do have a maple glazed one, so probably stick away from that.
Yeah.
But just choose the original regular one, and we actually need it, so it's going in the trolley.
I like something on special this week. Normally it's $10 a cup, $8. So that's a pretty good price. And there's a brand new flavour just released in Australia, cookies and cream. You can only get it at Woolworths at the moment. We haven't tried it yet. To be honest, we can now get the Australian-made Dadada ice cream at our
suburb
supermarket. We can literally walk there and get it, so I wouldn't bother with Halo Top anymore. But this is a good option if you don't have access to that, and it's much cheaper, but the ingredients aren't that great. So what's this? 15 grams of carbs per serve, and a serve is a quarter of the tub. So,
and I think when we looked at Donata, you could eat like the whole tub for like 8 grams of carbs.
Yeah, and the ingredients are much better. So, but this,
and it's nicer.
You know, everyone has access to this, so that's, you know, this is a better option than Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, exactly.
These are some good options you can get in the freezer section. We like to have like frozen blueberries or strawberries. These are organic, they're much cheaper than buying organic berries, and they're great to pop in a smoothie, or you can just have some with some double cream, and it kind of makes it ice creamy.
You can even just blend the frozen ones in the high-speed blender, and it kind of turns into ice cream.
Good point, Dad. And how cool is this? This is just 100% coconut frozen, so also would be nice in a smoothie. I mean, you could probably just eat it on its own. I haven't tried it before. You could
probably also put that with strawberries, and that would be delicious.
Okay, that was all of our picks that we found at Woolies. I'm sure there's lots of other stuff you can buy, but that was just some things that we wanted to point out as handy things for keto.
And we do our regular shopping at Woolworths.
Yeah, we like Woolies.
Yeah. We always have preferred to go to Woolies, so we normally do our full shop there, and then if we need bits and pieces from the others, we just drop in and grab them, like the low-carb bread from Aldi, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But Woolworths is definitely our preferred.
Yes. Yep, and they have a good range of like free-range meats and stuff there that we like to... Well, it's like a macro, I think that's what the brand is, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we hope you found this video useful and you picked up some Woolies keto finds. But yeah, we'd really appreciate it if you'd like the video. Leave a comment of your favourite keto-friendly products from Woolworths. Subscribe and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thanks.